hello, and welcome to my channel. Hello, I am Kiara Desiree, and I hope that your day has been going wonderful. I hope that today has been pretty good for you. I hope today was better than yesterday. I know mine was. It was pretty good. It was pretty mellow. Um, it was pretty relaxed today. Um, so guys, welcome. You already know. Do not forget to go ahead and subscribe if you have not. If you're new, hello girl, how are you? How have you been? Welcome. As most of you know, this channel is to uplift, empower, and motivate women across the world. So if you are new, I want to let you know that you will be motivated, empowered, and all that good stuff. Okay, so welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe. And of course, hit that bell to be notified on every single video that I post. So the first point we're going to get to is remembering why you are doing what you're doing. And sometimes we have to go back to the drawing board. Sometimes we have to figure it out all over again. And it's okay. Most times that happens. Most times we have to literally be like, you know what? Why did I do this? What was my purpose? Because sometimes our purpose, we forget our purpose. Our purpose is out the door. And we're like, oh my goodness, what was the point of me doing this in the beginning, in the first place? So how can you stay motivated through this moment of not getting any support? It's just to go back to why. What was the purpose of you starting the company? What was the purpose of you starting your ministry? What was the purpose? Get back to the basics. Get back to the purpose. And I know sometimes we can lose our motivation in the midst of not getting any support, because we feel like, what's the point? Nobody's listening. What's the point? Why should I do this? Well, remember the first time you had that idea, and remember the first time how you felt when it was just a thought in your mind and you had so many other ideas connected to that main idea that you had flowing through your mind. So let that go back to that. Go back to that. Allow that to how can I put this? Allow that to be the reason why you continue. Okay? Allow that to be the reason why you are going to continue to do it, even if you have no support. Sometimes we have to go back to that. I can remember the first time that I started putting videos out on social media, and I really wasn't getting much of feedback. And I kept going and kept going. And the reason why is because it's my passion. And I'm not going to lie to you, I lost my passion before, because I'm like, what's the point of me doing this? I've been doing this and nobody's listening. Like, nobody brings to the table. But at the end of the day, God always shows up, and God always lets you know. He reassures you that you're doing what I told you to do. And so my moment came at my birthday party. Was a birthday gathering, and my godmother had came to, we went out to eat for my birthday, and my godmother, of course, is like way older than me, right? And so she's like, you know what, I just want to say that the stuff that you post, you really encourage me. And I'm like, huh? Come again? And I'm like, me? And it was shocking, because I thought that I only had like a certain target. I thought I only had certain people that I would target, a certain audience. And apparently my godmother is very inspired by me. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I'm so inspired. And as soon as I felt like I was not doing enough, or not doing anything that was affecting anybody else, here comes someone that I didn't even think that was even tripping off my videos or what I post. Nothing. Comes and tell me, you inspire me. Now that made me feel so amazing, especially on my birthday too. It's my birthday too, you know what I'm saying? So I was feeling super grateful, because that showed me in that moment, and God showed me that moment, that you never know who you are inspiring. So point number 2 is to remember that God gave it to you. And it's kind of sort of with along with what I was saying in point 1. Just remember, when God first spoke to you, when God first gave it to you, he trusted you enough to do the job. So get the job done. I know sometimes people can really throw you off. Okay? People can really throw you off of your A game. And sometimes you feel like you're not good enough. Why me? I don't have all the credentials like the next person does. So what? God called you. Write your vision down. Write down exactly what he wants you to do, because it's clearer when you see it. For me, I know for me personally, it's clearer for me if I see it in front of my face. If I write it down and I see it, I know that, okay, I got to get this done. And it helped me remember easier as well. So always write down exactly what the assignment is, what it is that God told you to do, what he needs you to do. Draw strength from those who are already supporting you. Take that advice that they are giving you. Listen to that support system, especially if they have a lot of wisdom and they have gone through what you've gone through. Listen to what they have to say. Sometimes when you are going through that moment of needing that support, your support system is there to back you up. They're your backbone. So never take it granted. Never take it lightly that they are there for you to support you, and always let them know what you're doing, what you got going on. Don't try to hide things from them. Always share new information with them, because if you have a real good solid foundation with your friends, they're going to want to know, how can I support you? How can I help you get to point A to point B? That's a real good selfish support system. So my last point I wanted to get into is to stay on the task that is at hand, no matter what may come your way. And I said this in the video before, sometimes you may not feel that you are good enough for the job, or you may feel like, I don't think I want to do this, and you're already quitting before it starts. I want you to understand this, to stay on the task that's at hand, because the thing from what I know is staying consistent is the key, girl. Okay, stay consistent. It's so easy to just say, you know what, I'm throw this towel up. Bye, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. But no, stay on task. Keep going. Sometimes things will happen. Okay, that's just life. But you gotta stay on the task. You cannot throw in the towel, because as soon as you quit, you just never know how close you were, So stay on the task. Even if you feel like nobody is supporting you, stay on the task that is at hand. Stay on task, because you're almost there, and you're not a failure. You're not a failure if you have to go back to the drawing board and have to figure some things out. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I have a nonprofit organization, and I'm going to talk about that probably in the next couple of videos. I'm going to tell y'all more about that. But I have a nonprofit organization. It's called Beautiful I Am. And it's dedicated to women, because I love to, if you haven't noticed, I love to empower women. One of the things that I had to learn, and this was earlier this year. This is before I started this YouTube channel. This was earlier this year. I had to go back to the drawing board. I was doing things where I was wearing myself out. I was doing things where I felt like I needed to do something a little bit different than what I've been doing. Okay. At that moment, I did feel like I quit. I did feel like a failure. Because I had to go back to the drawing board, and I felt like I was quitting on my organization, but I really wasn't. I just had to put it on pause for a minute. I had to go and regenerate myself. I had to go and find out, okay, God, what's my next step? It's okay. It does not mean that you quit. It just means that you are taking a break. You're taking a breather. You're breathing for a moment, and you're allowing God to show you your next step. There's nothing wrong with that. And along with that, I learned a lot of stuff about my organization. Brand new things that I could be doing for myself, branding my organization, just information, things that I didn't know at first because I was just doing, and I wasn't stopping. So with me, I had to say, okay, if I want to continue my organization to flourish, I have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what can I do differently. What can I do? How can I do it? Okay. So there's nothing wrong. If you feel like you need to go back to the drawing board, go back to the drawing board and figure it out. It's okay. As long as you come back. Don't stay away too long. As long as you come back. As long as you come back to it. And when you come back to it, you'll feel so refreshed. You'll feel so much better. And 100% for everybody else that's coming along and who depend on you and who are inspired by you. So that plays a really good part as well. So I just wanted to say that because I know a lot of times when we take breaks, we feel like we quit, but it's not true. And I want you to not look at what everybody else is doing in their organization, because everybody is different. Everybody has different things. They have different targets they got to meet, a different audience. Don't trip off of what you see from others. I want you to focus on what you got at hand, the task at hand. No matter how many people are supporting, you got to keep going on, because there are going to be millions, and like I keep saying, millions and millions of people that will support you at the end of the day. But you got to make it up in your mind to know that you have to be consistent with whatever that you do, and you cannot quit. You may take a break, but you may not quit. So that is it, guys. Like I said, this has been a wonderful journey, and I hope that you share your experiences with me. Right now in the comment section below, I want to hear about your experience, about, what did you do when you had no support, and you felt like you wanted to give up. I want to hear your stories, because it's so important that we uplift each other. And if you telling your story is going to help somebody else, even if that person never comment back, let's just say you write under the comment, just someone reading your comment is going to uplift them, and it's just going to help them feel so much better about what path that they're on, because we're all on different journeys, we're all on different paths, but we all struggle. We all have our same struggles. So all right, well, I'm so glad that you guys came on here, and I want to say welcome again to my channel. If you are new, go ahead and click that button to subscribe. I'm just excited about where this channel is going, and until we meet again, guys, make sure that you subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as well. Follow me on Instagram, and let's stay connected, guys. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.